Like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Here for the T Vents. Who else just came in the building? Juan was popping. I see y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right, so let me ask this question then. We're gonna go through a couple different things. For the right man, what are you willing to compromise? I feel like this might give us more clarity. Let's go through a couple things. So, like my wife, for instance, this one might be a little bit lighter. She used to eat pork. She don't eat pork anymore. Would that be something that you're willing to compromise? Because that's only a take. That's not a back and forth. So would you do something like that? Anybody can answer.
Hell no.
I would say, yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's food. Maybe you see the health benefits in her doing that.
Yeah, to me, it's not a bad thing, and I would be willing to give up pork because ultimately I can do without all that extra sodium in my life. Even though bacon is so good, I could give it up. If my man said we're not eating pork in this house, my husband, not eating pork in this house, I'd be like, okay, no problem.
But
right.
You have to know that before you get married and before you get in a relationship.
Of course, I'm just saying, but my man, not somebody I'm willy-nilly I'm talking to on the phone. But I'm saying my man.
But what I'm saying is, you would have to give it up before he becomes your man.
Oh, that wasn't your scenario.
Well, because if somebody doesn't eat it, especially for specific reasons, it won't even be allowed in the house. You won't even be allowed to touch it. We're not talking about because it has a lot of salt.
So I thought you said, I'm sorry. So I thought you said you told your wife we couldn't eat pork anymore, and she said okay. So I thought that was already y'all were serious and or married or getting on the way to married. So
no. So this is how it goes, right? You on a date, right? A real date, and you can't order that. That's what actually happened.
So we on a first, second date? No,
you can order it. You can order. I'm not paying for it.
I have money. I got a job. I can pay for it myself.
Mm-hmm. But you see how we start to divide, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was lighthearted at first, but then once you start to dig into it, if it's for a serious reason, not like sodium, then what happens?
Yeah.
I can respect how you feel about that. Like I maybe I won't have it. I won't bring it in the house if you feel that strongly about it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to, as an individual, give it up altogether because you're not. It's not something that you vibe with anymore. And it's not even that I have to just have pork, but it's if I don't have a legitimate reason for me, not just because I want to please you, then it's probably not going to happen. But I can definitely compromise and be respectful of your wishes when you're around or when we're together or in our household. But if I go to lunch, and I want a club sandwich, I'm gonna have a club sandwich.
Yeah. I was with you, Dana, but I have a feeling Hemp is like, nah, not even outside. When you're not with me,
and it's the delivery too, right? No, you can't get that. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm like, that's fine. I got my own money. Now we can have a conversation.
Let's play out the scenario. Come on.
Go ahead.
Isha, be the waiter or server. What's the right word to say in this fucking woke society?
Server.
Waitress, matter of fact. I like that better. I'm from the 90s. Go ahead, Ish. We have friendlies, Ish.
How can I help you?
He is so petty, y'all.
Go ahead, you can order.
Hi, miss. I like to order eggs, crispy pork bacon, toast, and pancakes.
Excuse me, Miss Waitress. Sorry, love. You can't order pork today. I'm not eating. I don't eat pork for very important reasons. Therefore, I can't purchase it for you. And it won't be consumed at this table.
You know what? In that regard, I'm like, no problem, because it's the way the delivery of it. No problem. Do you have turkey bacon, miss?
Sure. Are you kidding me, love? This delivery was shit. Are you serious? You're not eating that bacon at my table, and I'm not paying for it. That delivery was trash.
It was because the way he said it was, to me, it was a lot better than the first time. I'm not gonna pay for it. It was the delivery was a little bit different.
He's telling you it ain't happening. It's not. Do you mind not doing that because out of respect for me and my wishes, yada yada yada? You ain't gonna tell me I'm not eating no fucking bacon if I want a goddamn.
But would you go into detail if she asked why not? If she said, "What do you mean?"
That's
or
fine.
That's fine.
But you're not gonna.
But you know what? But honestly, but to me, how I am, I want to get to the root cause of it. So no problem. I'm not married to in my mind, I'm not married to this pork bacon. I want some meat though. You got turkey bacon? Cool. And then when I order it, she moves on. Let's talk about this. So why don't you like, for a religious reason? I'm gonna have a conversation with you about it. I'm not gonna immediately put a line in the sand about that kind of thing, right? Because to me, I do love bacon, but I'm not married to it to where I'm just gonna see a hard stance on some pork bacon.
I agree with you.
Please.
It would have turned me the fuck on because it showed me that he can be assertive and be a man.
I like having a conversation. Like, let's talk about this. Like, I wouldn't be so hard nosed about that pork bacon. That's all.
I have a different take. I think that when you're dating somebody, it does not the first date, but if you're dating somebody for a while, and they say they have a issue, they don't agree with something like bacon or smoking weed or smoking cigarettes or things like that, anything that, that they feel that they've been doing that's part of them, and you say, I don't like it, or we can't do this per the man, I think we should show that we are caring about what affects them.
But you put a caveat in there that's not true.
What?
So for the men that are not consuming pork, they're not going to wait till the fourth date after he got some cheeks or you know what I'm saying? He's not going to wait.
There wouldn't be a conversation before
even with the first date. Even with the first date, usually before we started, I'm allergic to a lot of things. So there's certain things I can't eat. There's certain things I can't be around. So I have that conversation.
You sickly?
I am. I have a lot of allergies.
Come on. Cam is so immature.
Those be the worst. Hey, from a man's point.
Allergies.
Oh, I can't eat this. My thyroid. I'm like, yo, bro.
But isn't that a conversation you're supposed to have? Like, okay, do you have any dietary restrictions or anything? Y'all discuss what you're gonna eat before you go out.
No,
you don't.
I've had guys actually ask me, like, okay, what do you like to eat? What's your favorite
food? You never see. That's where men are messing up, Nay. You never relinquish that control, ever, on a first date, especially.
What control?
Well, I was asked what I like to eat. I said it, and I went out.
Relinquish the control of saying, where do you want to go? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
No, okay, no. Like, what do you like to eat? What type of foods are you?
Nah, that's too much too. Cause you don't get Cause she's talking about some shit she never ate. I eat raw escargot.
I don't like escargot. They don't taste good to me. But
you looking for the most expensive shit that you and your girls was talking about? Nah, hell no.
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here.
Nah, I'll be cognizant of it.
So now we found out compromise ain't that easy, even with food. Damn. So we can't compromise on. Go ahead, Dana.
We can compromise on food, but for me, again, it wasn't about the compromise of the item. It was about the delivery and the way that you express it to me. I can be considerate. I can conform. I can adjust if it's delivered or presented the right way, and if it makes sense to me. If your reasoning for not wanting to be around or having it near you is legitimate, and I can get down with that, but you ain't just gonna tell me I'm not gonna have some bacon with my eggs and I don't give a fuck. Do it again. I don't care. You're not gonna tell me. You can ask me to consider you, but that's just the Aries in me, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, every time
I agree.
If I buy somebody a drink, even up to that, I'm not buying no bullshit. If you offer me something like vodka, I'm not buying that shit. I usually get like what I like.
So
Cap.
Facts. Now here's the thing. She called Cap, right? I seen her. It was her birthday. She had 1 shot of vodka, 10 shots of tequila. I'm not fucking playing.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
Stop,
I'm calling Cap Hamp because I bought you several drinks when we're out and you're DJing or whatever. And I'll say, Hamp, what are you drinking? And what do you do? Flex a muscle.
I say alcohol.
No, exactly. So it doesn't matter. I can come back with a vodka shot. You'll complain about it, but you'll drink that shit. I'm a
Well,
man.
yeah, I know. I'm saying if I'm buying it, I'm saying like you know how you always you know how you like to drink cheap shit like Jack Daniels. I ain't never bought you no bullshit
I
Jack
don't.
Daniels.
No, I don't know because I don't drink that shit
like
either.
that. Shit like that. Shit like
Oh, all
that.
right, maybe somebody else that look just like you. Tay, seem like this compromise for food is tough, huh? Would you compromise the food?
It is. I would. Okay, now I would let go bacon, but I'm from the country, so I'm a sausage girl. But so giving it up, yeah, it got to be deep.
Wow.
But I would compromise for food. Yeah,
No, you wouldn't.
for food, yes. Some things I will not, but food, yes.